Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more Vampyr. My name is Raven from the Sky, and let's do this. Alright, so what do we have here? Beware.
I cannot enter. That doesn't work. There must be a way to control the water level in this reservoir. I need to find a wheel. So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That gate should shut properly now.
And a iron gate couldn't break those barrels. Okay. Oh wait, I've already... disappeared. Oh, and what do we have here? find another way around.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked, all right.
What do you say that dude's name? I forgot it just that quick. Icon, whatever the heck his name. Jesus.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long.
That's his name.
It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
Ascalon.
To respect the laws of Ascalon. My power you cannot comprehend.
Okay.
Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name. Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? I shall tear thee apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells! Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary of needles.
And that ends him. Ascalon.
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Or Fergal, that was his name?
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
So you're the sewer dog I've been told about. But who are you, really?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reid. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
Ascalon Club.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scow.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Scow. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her.
Huh?
I must warn you. She is fragile
Oh,
and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Of course.
Keep your distance, Echo.
This is despicable.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
common mace. Scythe level 3 would be 169, and the mace 176. 30. Well, let me finish talking to her, finish the quest, and then we'll come back and get some more experience.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Wow, just rummage through her stuff, why don't we, huh? Supremacy of Icons. It is no coincidence that Icons are the most eminent and most numerous of all vampires. Icons are the true aristocracy of immortals, and if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I've traveled, I only met Icons assuming mortal lives or forming an immortal society. Icons are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against more exotic species like Volcod, who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful if properly canalized toward a clear goal. But they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Acon of the highest lineage as member of its inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Vokods could be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From the Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave. I bet you he's probably the one that turned us. Lord Redgrave.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reid. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
We'll go back to the shelter. Oh!
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And I may be willing to answer more questions.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she's a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
Why do you live here, amongst the filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the sewer skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
follow the arrows. Oh, here we go.
I cannot enter.
The vampire hunters will never find us here.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, everything's locked. Great. That's great. A shortcut, so we don't have to walk all the way back around.
It's locked, all right.
Welcome back, Dr. Reid. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reid, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reid, one and all, and he's determined to save us.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
I feel like if we embrace him, oh man, I think we mess up the whole. He didn't kill anyone, but shall we embrace him? I will embrace you.
I really would like to believe your fairy tale. The good ghoul feeding upon the flesh of the dead. But I'm all out of innocence.
Do you question my faith, Dr. Reid?
Do you remember William? Oh, how his admiration for you was exceeded only by his hunger.
May his soul rest in peace.
A night will come, and you will suffer the same hunger. Someone who trusts you completely, a friend, will die never to wake.
You confuse your voracious appetite with my itchy hunger. I would never kill a friend, nor an innocent.
I believe you've discovered our defining difference.
No! No!
Goodbye! Sitting there eating raw flesh. Am I gonna get the bad ending now? Rusted key. Yeah, of course it will. Who cares? We're a vampire. We're the vamp lord. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in this canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years, I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair, but in most cases for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they are still fighting against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for a salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I am now convinced he consciously wait, no, conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart or complacently bask in self-destruction. I think that's... What was that? Hold on, let's go back down. That rusted key probably goes to this thing here. Yep. Got a ton of XP from that. 4,000. How could you... That is so tempting to mesmerize the whole game. If you get that much XP from giving in. But if you do that, I know you get the bad ending. The whole darn... All districts, the whole world to turn critical. Mesmerize all the key characters.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Yeah, well, we'll do that next video. All right, let's probably go drop down because we killed the fallen saint. Where's my hideout? Hideout's over here. I'll do more stamina. We'll just ride it out with that for a little bit. I got so much stamina as is, so I need to increase some of this other stuff. Claws is... That's a 2,000. Coagulation 600. Tactical. Drains the vampire stamina if they move. Rookie. If you think you see something moving, shoot. Shoot? Shoot what? Just shoot. Bite. So we'll... It's 1,200. Use serums, but just in case. Hard biting, extra damage. 3. That's a 6 as well. Oh, shoot. Almost lost everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. The Death of the Sad Saint. It is with a heavy heart that I must report the murder of St. Patrick Hampton, founder of the Hampton Asylum and a renowned benefactor of the East End. A parishioner who had come for morning mass found Sean at 6 a.m. Police are currently investigating the crime. It's hard to imagine what might have motivated such villainy. Sean, also known as the Sad Saint, was a philanthropist, a lover of mankind who was deeply loved in return, a man of faith who devoted his life to nurse the poor and the sick. Aside from food and care, he also provided his flock with nourishment of the heart and held regular masses for those that even the most altruistic churches would reject. Sean will be missed dearly, and the consequences of his losses are already felt. Without his charisma, the closure of his night shelter was inevitable. Many people are now living in the cold and contaminated streets without a roof. Men and women will get sick, some will die, and no one will do anything. The murder did not only take a life, he extinguished hope in a part of town that desperately needed it. Sean was a ray of hope in the East End, and for having met him many times, I can affirm that his goodness extended past his faith. He was a good man, a truly good man. His loss is a catastrophe, and I cannot picture what sick mind or deplorable turn of events might have brought this tragedy upon us. May the sad saint rest in peace and watch over our mediocre souls. E.W. Oh, crap. So, because of that, the shelter closed, and yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah, I knew it was going to drop to critical.